In this week's episode of Mod Mondays, we're going to be installing the ENTHUZE 2-person rooftop tent from Amazon on this 2022 Toyota Tacoma TRD Sport. Let's go. All the products in this installation are from Amazon and is one of the more affordable rooftop tents available for the Tacoma. I'll be installing this as a follow-up to my recent video on the low-profile bed rack system from Billy Bars. I'll link these products in the description box below. The package comes with this heavy-duty ladder that is adjustable to 91 inches of extension. It's equipped with this Velcro strap for organized storing, instruction manual, and the mounting hardware required for this install. It also comes with all the hardware required to install the ENTHUZE rooftop tent to the Tacoma's bed rack system. This includes instruction manuals, straps, locking nuts and bolts, steel plates, ladder brackets, and wrenches. Next are these heavy-duty crossbar rails that will mount on the Tacoma. It comes with a track slot for ease of mounting for the bolts of the rooftop tent. It also comes with this black heavy-duty travel cover that is UV resistant coated with tarpaulin material and includes industrial grade zippers to protect the tent when it's not being used. Lastly, here is the ENTHUZE 2-person rooftop tent. It comes with these pre-drilled mounting holes for the rails and is surprisingly lightweight and is secured with the Velcro loop and hook straps on both sides and on the front. Let's start this project by installing the front cross rails of the ENTHUZE rooftop tent. You're going to need the mounting hardware, a wrench, and the mounting rails for this step. First, we need to release the side hook and loop straps of the rooftop tent. There's 2 on each side. Then, we need to release the front hook and loop straps to fully access and open the rooftop tent. Next, we need to unzip the entrance netting to access the mounting holes for the front rails. This netting is an awesome feature to keep the mosquitoes out when in use. The mounting holes we require can be accessed below the mattress, and we need to remove the protective stickers it comes with. When that's complete, we need to grab the provided 8mm bolts and washers. Then, we need to simply insert this on the pre-drilled holes by sliding your hands in between the mattress and the base of the tent. Then repeat this on the other side. After that, grab one of the mounting rails and line up the mounting channels on the exposed bolts we just installed. Then we need to remove the black rubber end cover and slide the 8mm locking nut into the rail slot. And then lift the tent slightly so you can align the nut to the bolt for hand tightening. To secure this completely, grab the provided wrench and tighten the bolt we previously installed. The nut should be held in place by the mounting rails to allow for tightening. Place the end caps back and repeat on the other side of the mounting rail. After installing the front cross rails, let's now install the rear cross rails. The steps will be fairly similar to the front rails and we'll use the 2 8mm bolts. Use the pre-drilled holes to insert the bolts accessing from the back of the rooftop tent. Then grab the other mounting rail and line up the mounting channels to the rear exposed bolts we just installed. Similar to the front rails, we need to remove the black rubber end cover and slide the 8mm locking nut into the rail slot. And then hand tighten the bolts to the knot from the rear access of the rooftop tent. When that's complete, grab the provided wrench and secure the bolt by tightening from the bottom. Make sure you don't over-tighten and damage the threads. Place the end caps back and proceed to the next step. The next step is to attach the aluminum ladder to the ENTHUZE rooftop tent. You're going to need the 2 supplied ladder brackets and a wrench for this step. To access the mounting holes, we'll first need to flip the tent to the other side, opposite of the rails we just installed. There will be 4 pre-drilled holes that we'll use to attach the 2 ladder brackets. You'll need to remove the protective stickers from the mounting brackets, and then simply align the holes of the brackets to the pre-drilled holes of the rooftop tent. Then grab the remaining 8mm bolts and prep all 4 before installing it. You'll need to insert the bolt with a washer from the bottom, and then secure it at the top with another washer and the locking nut. Access the holes to the front of the tent similar to the front rail step, and simply insert the bolts here. Then line up the bracket and add the washer and the nut, and hand tighten this. Repeat this for all the other bolts. After this, tighten the brackets using the provided wrenches. You're going to need 1 wrench at the top and 1 wrench at the bottom. Again, please note not to over tighten these to avoid damaging the threads of the bolts. When that's complete, grab the heavy duty ladder and simply align the mounting ends between the brackets we just installed. If the bolts are pre-attached to the brackets, we need to remove this first to fit the ladder in place. Then secure it by lining up the bolts again. Please note the order of the washers. You're going to need to place the plastic washer in between the ladder end and the brackets to avoid metal-to-metal rubbing when in use. Then use the wrenches again to secure the ladder to the brackets. You'll need 1 wrench on each side. After that, secure the bottom of the ladder using the pre-attached Velcro straps of the rooftop tent. After securing the ladder to the rooftop tent, it's now time to transfer the tent to your Tacoma. You're going to need to close the tent back up and secure all the canvas and doors we previously unzipped. This will ensure that the tent is fully put back together and strapped for easier installation of the travel cover later. You're going to need to do this for all the sides of the tent and then secure it using the hoop and loop straps we previously unfastened. Note that there will be 2 on each side of the tent. For the front of the tent, temporarily fasten these hooks for this step, but we'll need to remove this again later as this will go on top of the travel cover as a final step. When that's complete, grab a helper and carefully lift and transfer the tent to your Tacoma. In my case, I'm installing this on top of my billy rack system I previously installed. Grab a tape measure and adjust the tent along your mounting rack. In my case, I want this centered along the billy bars as I'm mounting 1 bike on each side. These measurements will vary depending on the look you're going for. In case you have a similar setup as me, the measurements I use is 47mm from the rails to the side of the truck and 17mm from the end cap to the billy bars. This is the longest step of this install as I'm very particular and had to measure this multiple times. If you're enjoying this video so far, please smash that like and subscribe button to support the channel. The next step in this installation is to secure the tent to your bed rack or roof rack system. You'll need the provided metal mounting plates, sliding hardware, bolts, and wrenches to complete the step. Head over to your Tacoma and you'll need to slide these into the slots of the rails we just installed at the bottom of your rooftop tent. You'll also need to insert the provided bolts on top of these before sliding them into the rails. Do this for all the other 7 brackets and save the washer and nut to lock this in later. Grab a sliding bracket and remove one of the rear rubber caps at the end of the mounting rail. Then slide the hardware into the sliding track. Please note that you'll need 2 per quadrant with a total of 4 per rail. After this, Lift the tent slightly so we can slide one of the bolts in the quadrant to the other side of the mounting brackets. In my case, to the other side of the billy bars. Note that the alignment of your tent will slightly be affected, so you'll have to adjust this again before tightening the bolts. When that's done, grab the metal mounting plates and line the 2 bolts up to these, and hand tighten the washer and locking nut combo. Repeat this to all the other 3 quadrants. Then grab the 2 wrenches and tighten these. Similar to all the other steps, please ensure that you don't over-tighten these to avoid future damage to the bolts. Then reinstall the end caps and proceed to the next step. After securing the ENTHUZE rooftop tent to the billy bars, let's now install the heavy-duty travel cover. As mentioned before, we need to release the front 2 straps we temporarily fastened. Push this aside and grab the included travel cover. Open this up and make sure it's oriented to where the logos are facing the back and the front of the Tacoma. Also, you'll need to slide the edge of the zipper mount to the folding side of the rooftop tent. This will ensure that the cover is secured to the rooftop tent even when it's in the open position. Carefully slide this from one end until it reaches the other end. Patience is required in this step as the track can be slightly tight, especially when first time installing this. When that's complete, adjust the cover so it goes over the entire tent. Then, you'll need to connect the zipper track of the cover to the zipper of the tent. And simply zip this along the perimeter of the tent. Fold around the corners to make zipping a bit easier. After this, use the corner Velcro straps to fully close the travel cover. Then fasten the hook and loop straps as the final step to completely secure the cover to your tent. The last step of this installation is to see the rooftop tent in action. First, let's demonstrate how easy it is to set up. Remove the front straps, then loosen the corner Velcro strap up and unzip the cover. Take the cover off and lay it off to the side of the truck. Then remove the ladder strap and pull it towards you, ensuring it's locked in place. Then unfasten the hook and loop straps on the side of the tent and pull the ladder towards you, opening the tent along with it. After that, pull the slack out of the tent faces and sides and then adjust the ladder height and angle. The tent comes with rods that will open the sides and the windows, but unfortunately, I forgot this for this camping trip, so I don't have a video of it. But this is similar to any other tent out there. The process of opening this took about 9 minutes the first time, and about 6 minutes the rest of the time that I set up the tent. It's super comfortable inside as the tent comes with a mattress as well. To tear down the tent, we'll need to do the reverse of what I just showed you. Use the ladder and push up to fold the tent in. Then you're gonna need to close the tent back up and secure all the canvas and doors we previously unzipped. This will ensure that the tent is fully put back together and strapped. You're gonna need to do this for all sides of the tent and secure it using the hook and loop straps we previously unfastened. Make sure that you wipe the bottom of the ladder before putting it away, and then adjust the ladder so that it's pushed all the way into its shortest position. Please note that there are 2 thumb adjustment locks that you'll need to push in to adjust the ladder. And simply strap the ladder securely to the tent using the Velcro straps. After that, just put the travel cover on, zip it in place, secure the straps, and enjoy your new rooftop tent adventures. And that's it for this week's episode of Mod Mondays. Let me know what you think of this ENTHUZE rooftop tent detailed installation. If you found value in this video, please hit that like button, consider subscribing, and press that bell notification so you don't miss any of our future videos. See you in the next one.